Today is September 11th, 2025, and is it the 24th anniversary of 9/11? And Charlie Kirk was assassinated yesterday. The thing I wanted to talk about was what it might mean for the world to heal. When you have a cut on your body and it heals, both sides of the cut come together. This is not to say that whatever is in the middle of the cut, meaning the cut itself, is the answer to healing. It's not that the answer just lies somewhere in between. It's that what healing is a different process than the process of sides. Whatever your perspective on Charlie Kirk and his opinions, what was done yesterday was a wounding of the human soul. It was a wounding of our country, and it was a widening of the divide. And the body of ourselves is hurt by a widening of a cut, by a deepening of a wound. That is the truth. That is far beyond any 21st century political opinion. And what it is now time for is humility before the divine, before God, before that which is beyond all of our comprehension. An awareness that we as human beings do not hold the capacity to understand. No political perspective you have has any relevance to murder. There are people suffering greatly all over the world. And many of us are under the delusion that our pain and sorrow, thinking of some people suffering, is justification or purpose for creating more suffering. And I can tell you this with clarity and with certainty. Verily, I have lettuce in my teeth. Almost. Pardon me. Verily, there is only the light and those who turn away from the light. And every choice we make in our lives is more or less a choice between turning towards the light and turning away from the light. And that's basically, I mean, maybe, of course my understanding isn't perfect, but more or less that's the gist of it. And we're not going to perfectly face it. We probably can't perfectly face it. We'll be blinded. But we turn and we move towards it. And the collective process of 8 billion individuals moving towards it is the healing of the world. And all of the things that you think you care about are most primarily addressed by you finding the truth of your heart, which is the direction of the light, and moving towards it. And this rage or delusion or brokenness that comes from putting your mind above your heart, from feeling that somehow you can understand the world, that you know what will fix the world, and then building a fortress of rage based upon your idiocy. And I do not speak to one side of this political spectrum. I'm talking about the human failing that we would deign to suppose that we can rationalize the interactions of 8 billion souls on this earth and say that we can manage those interactions in such a way that if only the world would change based upon my thought or my idea, that I know what's good, I know who's bad, and you should all change to be like what I think. Fools. 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 There is no changing another person. There's only the process of connecting to the way. That is all there is. So you are either engaged in that process or you are not. Fools. And I am certainly immensely far from being the type of person I aspire to be. But this is a very simple and just completely obvious. It's just completely obvious. You look at the teachings of Christ or Buddha or Martin Luther King, or not comparing Martin Luther King to Christ or Buddha, but these people that embody these elements in the world. Or Thich Nhat Hanh. Or anybody you've ever met in your life who you look at them and you say, wow, they are making the world a better place. Not like, oh, I stand, I march, I shout, I care, I shoot, I whatever. No. I reach out and I connect. I connect to other people around me. And I offer them love and compassion and care. And I care for myself. I care for myself. And I take care of my mind and my heart and my body and my spirit and my soul and my love. And I dedicate my life to the fulfillment of myself and understand that the fulfillment of myself is inherently related to serving other people. The world of healing is a world in which we're all reaching out towards each other. To which the two sides of the wound in our flesh grow back together. And that's not I'm not talking about compromise. I'm not talking about, okay, we agree halfway, let's sort of do something in the middle. I'm talking about healing. And what healing is better for both sides. It's actually everything you think you care about is more fully fulfilled in a world that is healing. Every value, every care, all the parts of your heart that reach out for other people, that reach out to the people you see suffering on your screens and around you in real life. All of those things, the pain and the hurt and the worry and the fear, are all more fully satisfied and fulfilled and eased and calmed in a world that is healing. I promise you. I promise you. It is the world to come is more beautiful and whole and free and safe than anything we can imagine. And the primary obstacle to that world is our fear and our judgment and our anger and our hatred. If you wish to be part, if I wish to be part of the healing of our world, then Lord willing, what I strive for is to release my fear and my anger and my hatred and my worry, and to have faith that we will find each other again. We will love, we will reach out our arms and our hands to our fellow man, to our fellow human being. And we will lift each other up, and we will grow, and we will make it through this. But it is humility. Humility before the vault of time. We know nothing. We know nothing. We might use our mind, this wonderful, incredible gift, as best we can to carve our way forward in this world. But we know nothing. All there is to know is the light of our hearts, the light beyond all that we can understand. My heart and thoughts and prayers are with Charlie Kirk's soul and his family. They're with the people being slaughtered in Palestine. They're with the people who were massacred on October 7th. They're with the people who died in the Twin Towers 24 years ago. And they're with the deranged poor soul who shot Charlie Kirk. And they're with the fighter pilots who are dropping bombs. And they're with the group of people in so much pain and rage and delusion that they rush across borders and murder and rape and pillage. And they're with you, whoever's watching, and they're with myself. And none of this has anything to do with letting bad things happen. I'm not saying what should happen. I'm not saying what group of people should do what. I'm talking about you and me. I'm talking about you and me. I'm talking about I and thou. And I'm saying, Lord willing, we can do this. We can release our fear. And releasing fear does not come from evidence. It comes from trust and faith, primarily in God and in ourselves. That we would not put ourselves or those we care about in unnecessary harm's way. And we would not, in our physical lives, allow those who would act with evil intent to move forward undenied, but rather that ourselves what we are and who we are is always serving and participating in something. And it is perhaps our opportunity to serve and participate in the healing of this world. And healing does not look like opposition. It does not look like resistance. It looks like strength and peace and love and flow and doing what we can do to reach out. To reach out, not in blindness, not in naivete, but in clarity and purpose, and in faith, and in hope.